Good morning, students. Last class we were discussing about the problems of electricity. So we'll finish it all the problems present inside the text. So now we'll come to exercise. So those who have not at all still understood the concepts, so please go through the videos and read the textbook. So you will come to understand the topics. And if you have any doubts, please let me know in WhatsApp. And if you have any doubts, you can ask in doubt clear session also. So please be clear with this chapter because it contains 13 marks, very important 13 marks, and one question, that is one problem, definitely comes from this chapter. So please concentrate on that. Okay, now we'll come to exercise problem. So this is my first exercise problem or exercise question, you can say. So we'll go on solving exercise question, whether it is a theory question or problematic question, one by one. Okay, this is exercise. So while solving this, you write exercise and start solving all the questions. So this is first problem. A piece of wire of resistance R is cut into 5 equal parts. See, they have taken a piece of wire here like this R, and it is cut into 5 equal parts like this. So let me say these are R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5, and all are having same resistance. Then they are connected in parallel. So these are connected in parallel. They are having the same length. The resistance is cut into 5 equal parts. The length is cut into 5 equal parts means they are having the same length, 5 equal parts. That means they are having the same length. So for the total combination, equivalent resistance of this combination is R dash. So for this we let us call it as R dash. Then the ratio R by R dash they have asked. They have given 4 options, 1 by 25, 1 by 5, 5 and 25. So it is in your textbook. A, that is our option, is 1 by 25. B option is 1 by 5. C 5. D is 25. So we have to solve this problem. See how the solution goes. The resistance R is cut into 5 equal parts. Means resistance is directly proportional to length. As we know that R is directly proportional to length. That means resistance divided into 5 equal parts. Resistance divided into 5 equal parts. And those all parts are now having the resistance R by 5. Isn't it? Because resistance is directly proportional to length. Length cut ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ resistance cut ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Resistance ಹೆಚ್ಚಾದ್ರೆ length ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. Length ಹೆಚ್ಚಾದ್ರೆ resistance ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತದೆ. Length ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದ್ರೆ resistance ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Directly proportional. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತ length ಅನ್ನು 5 ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರ resistance R by 5 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Isn't it? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅದಾವು 5 ಮಂದಿ ಹಚ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? 100 by 5 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟುಗೆ 20 ಬರ್ತಾವು. Similarly, resistance cut here. Resistance divided into 5 equal parts. That means equal parts are having the resistance R by 5. Equal parts are having resistances R by 5. See, now every equal part is having this R1, R2, R3, R4, R5 are having the resistance R by 5. But what I need is R dash I need. That is my RP. That is the parallel resistance. Complete parallel resistance is R dash. So 1 by R dash is equal to. Okay. After this you come here. 1 by R dash is equal to 1 upon R by 5. How many are there? 5 are there. I have to write it 5 times. Because why? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5. Okay. In that way. So if you want, I hope you understood this. 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5. So all are R by 5 only. 1 upon R by 5 plus 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 1 upon R by 5. That is 1 by r dash. Now what happens? All will go about 5 by r plus 5 by r plus 5 by r plus 5 by r and lastly again 5 by r. ಇದು ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೀಗಿಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 1 by 2 by 3 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ 3 ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ 3 by 2 ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹೌದೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಹಂಗ 1 by r by 5 ಐತಿ ಸೊ 5 ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ 5 by r 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 ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅದ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ so please who have not noted down till this moment pause the video note down or with me you can note down so I will rub this. See here. Now we got 1 by r dash is equal to 5 by r, 5 by r, 5 by r. So I want what? I want r dash actually. And I want the ratio of r by r dash. So 1 by r dash is equal to C. LCM will be r. So LCM is r means r1 will come there. That means addition of all 5 plus 5 plus 5. I will get it as 25, isn't it? So it will become 25 by r. What is this? 1 by r dash. But r by r dash I need. So here is r, here is r dash. If r is taken this side, what it will become? R by r dash. R will ಬರ್ತದ cross multiply. So r by r dash ಆಗ್ತದ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಇತ್ತು ಆನ್ಸರ್ 25. ಇದೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಇರ್ತದೆ. So r by r dash is equal to 25 or 25 by 1. So is it there? Yes, it is there in my option D. So option D is the correct answer. So I hope all of you are getting this. ಒಂದು ವೈರ್ ಅದ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ R ಅದ ಅದರದು ಅದನ್ನ 5 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ 5 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಲೆಂತ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಲೆಂತ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 5 ಆಗ್ತದೆ 100 ಮೀಟರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ 100 by 5 ಅಷ್ಟು 20 ಮೀಟರ್ದು 5 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ವೇ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಲೆಂತ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು 5 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ r ಇದ್ದು r by 5 r by 5 r by 5 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಸೊ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ದಾಗ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸೊ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ದಾಗ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ r ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ r by r ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ So that time what you have to do, you have to take like this. No need to draw the diagram. Just for the sake of understanding, I have written the diagram here. So 1 by r dash, we know the formula 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2 plus 1 by r3 plus 1 by r4 plus 1 by r5. Since there are 5 resistance, if there are 6 resistance, it will be 1 by r6 also. So all are now r by 5, 1 by 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 r by 5, and 1 by r by 5. So this r by 5 will go upside, that means 5 will go upside, so it becomes 5 by r, 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 that is 1 by r dash is equal to, so 1 by r dash is equal to, then r will be what? LCM, so 1 by r dash is equal to r is the LCM, we will add the numerator because denominator is same, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, that means we get 25 by r. I need the ratio r by r dash means r will come this side. I put r this side, so it becomes r by r dash. So r by r dash will be 25 by 1. That is, you can say 25. 25 means also same. 25 by 1 means also same. No difference. Okay. So r by r dash will be getting as 25. Okay. So we'll see the second one. Second problem of text, page number 221. Second question. I hope you all are clear with this first question. So second question, which of the following terms does not represent electric power in a circuit? Which of the following terms does not represent the electric power in a circuit? Okay, there are 4 are there. So that is A I square R, B IR square, C VI and D V square R. So which should not represent power? As we know, the formula of power is VI, the first formula. So this is over. This cannot be the answer. This is over now. Okay. If I put V equal to IR, IR into I, that is I into I becomes I square R. So I square R is there. This is over now. This cannot be the answer because they have asked which does not represent. They have not asked which represents. They have asked which does not represent. ಯಾವ formula ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು. So P is equal to V R I is V by R तुम्हारी V into V by R. V into V is V square by R. So V square by R. V square by R is not there. Okay. P is equal to V, I is equal to V by R, V square by R. So leave that. Another one we will check. I square R we got I square R, IR square, VI V square by R. This one is V square by R. So V square by R is there. This is cannot be the answer. So the answer is B. So correct answer is B. So these three are formulas. These cannot be the answer. This is not a formula, that is why this does not represent the power. It cannot represent the power. That is IR square is not the answer. Okay, I hope you all are getting these two answers correctly. Okay, so now we'll move to the third question. I will rub this. So we will move to the third question. So please note down, pause the video if you have not noted down. Note down the questions and answers. Questions are available in your textbook. You note down those questions along with answers. Okay, and solve the exercise properly. So we'll move to the third question. An electric bulb rated to 20 volt and 100 watt. When it is operated on 110 volt, the power consumed will be. See, third question is an electric bulb rated. How much they have rated it? 220 volt and 100 watt. 220 volt and 100 watt. When it is operated on 110 volt, when it is operated on 110 volt, the power consumed will be. The power consumed will be. Okay. So options they have given 100 watt, option B 75 watt, option C 50 watt, option D 25 watt. Okay. See, an electric bulb rated 220 volt and 100 watt. You know, rated means 220 volt means it is the voltage. 100 watt means it is the power. When it is operated on 110 volt, the power consumed will be. See, when it is operated 220 volt, we have the power of 100 watt. So when it is operated on 110 volt, what will be the power? You should understand. We cannot make it half hour. Don't think like that. 220 volt ಇಂದ 100 watt power ಕೊಡ್ತದಂಗ 110 volt ಇಂದ ಇದರ ಅರ್ಧ ಮಾಡಕ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. For that we have the proper formula. Okay, we have to go on formula wise. So what we have to do for that? First we have to find out the resistance of electric bulb. Electric bulb the resistance find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. That is fixed. Okay, it cannot be changed. The resistance of electric bulb cannot be changed. So we'll first find out the resistance of electric bulb. So that is what is given here. V equal to 220 volt they have given. Then what they have given? Power they have given P equal to 100 watt. So we know that what? We know P equal to Vi also, and we know P equal to Vi, and instead of I can put here, I can put here V by R. Okay. So here I can put V by R means what will be my answer? Formula P is equal to V square by R. In place of I put V by R. So V square by R. So I want what? R. So I will keep R this side, V square by P. So what is my V square here? 220 into 220. P is 100, isn't it? So how much R I get? These two zeros go and these two 10 go. So 22 into 20. So 22 into 22. 22 square. I hope you all know that. 22 square, 22 to the 44, 4 comes. 22 to the 44, 44 plus 4, 484. So my R will be 484 ohms. Resistance, SI unit is ohm. You should remember. Okay. So I got R equal to 484 ohm with this formula. If you directly know that this formula, then no problem. We have three formulas: P equal to Vi, P equal to V square R, V square by R, P equal to I square R. So here we have done Vp and we need to find out R. I need to find out R. What is the formula connects these three? That is P equal to V square by R. Use that formula and we'll find R equal to 484 ohm. But still we have not done with our question completely. We just got now R. Now we have a different voltage, that is 110 volt. We got R. Now we have to find out the power. So now power is when operated on 110 volt. Now when operated on 110 volt or when operated on 10 volt, power is, we know the formula, P is equal to V square by R. So 110 volt into 110 volt, V is 110. So 110 volt into 110 volt divided by R, that is 484. So 11 into 11 is 121. Two zeros are there. Let me add those zeros, divided by 484. So we have to check here. Definitely 100 cannot be the answer because 484 is there, 121 is there. So remaining we can check here. So I will divide this one with 4. 4 12s are 4 1s are, isn't it? 4 12s are 4 1s are, 121 we got. Similarly we can divide here. 4 3s are 12. Okay, then 100 is there. That means 4 zeros are and 4 25s are. So P is equal to 3025 divided by 121. 3025 divided by 121. So still we have to think that. So will now I think it goes with 11. 11 11s are 121. So we'll do here 11. 11 2s are 22. 82 is there. 11 7s are 77. In 82 77 goes means 5 is remaining 55. 11 5s are 55. 275 and 11. So now 11 and 275. 25 11s are 275. 25 10s are 250. 25 11s are 275. That means answer is 25. P is equal to 25. How you know? I hope understood. 11 divided by 275. 11 2s are 22. 5 55. 11 5s are 55. So the answer is 55. Sorry, 25. So P is equal to 25 watts. This is in power. This is the power means that should be watt. So power is equal to 25 watt. I hope you all are clear with this. So the answer is 25 watt. By applying the formula, you should remember all like this. Okay. So what they have given? They have given the voltage and power. When it is operated on 220 volt, the power will be 100 watt. If it is operated on 110 volt, what will be the power? That time we have to find the resistance first. That resistance is fixed. Okay, and we got the resistance as 484 ohms. We got it as 484 ohms. And after that we will use it for P equal to V square by R formula we will use, and V now it is 110 volt. Okay, see when operated in 110 volt means V is 110 volt. So 12,100 and 484. Then you have to, I have made it by applying 4 ones are 4 twos are 4 ones are. Here you will get 3025. So 121 by 3025. Again I divide it with by 11. I cut it by 11. 11 11s are 11 275s are. So 11 by 275 by 11 means answer will be 25. So 25 watt is the answer. Okay. So I hope this much is clear with these concepts. So here what you have to remember? You have to remember the formulas. So this formula is very much important. We have three formula for power. P is equal to VI, P is equal to I square R, P is equal to V square by R. These are the three important formulas. So what they have given here, they have given V, they have given P, they have asked what is my R. That means you have to search for such a formula that which connects all the three combinations. That means V, P, R. These three should be connected. So VPR connected means we have the formula P is equal to V square by R. So that is formula we have used. From that we found the resistance. This resistance is not changed. For electric bulb it is a fixed resistance. So 484, the same bulb is operated. Okay, the same bulb is operated. Then what will be my power? That is P equal to V square by R. R we got same 484. V now it is when operated in 110 volt means it is 110. I need to find out what is power now. So power we got by doing the calculation 25 watt. So 25 watt is the power. So SI unit of power is watt. You should remember. While solving the problems, it is very much important at the end. You should write the SI unit. Don't write P equal to 25. If it is given in problem, if you write only P equal to 25, you will lose 1 mark. If the problem is for 5 mark, you will get only for 4 mark. You will get only 4 mark even though you have written the answer correct. So that is why I am telling. So please make sure that you have written the SI unit properly and formula should be written correctly. So this is the third question of your exercise. We will move to the fourth question. I hope this much is clear. Okay. So we'll see the fourth question in the next class.